Well, now to that group of West Philadelphia students that we've been telling you about. They're back home after what was the trip of a lifetime. Scholars from Global Leadership Academy, they visited Ghana, where they spent more than a week learning about culture and history. And we were there as they left. Now, Waukesha Bailey is here. She spoke with the kids since they've been back. And Waukesha, I'm sure they were just mesmerized by this experience.
Oh, my goodness, Janelle. I mean, the smiles on their faces. When the bus pulled in nearly 2 weeks ago, parents were waiting, cameras were out. They were ready to hug their children after a journey that took them thousands of miles from West Philadelphia. But school leaders say the real impact of this trip is what these students learned about themselves and the world.
To hear them talk about how they felt, how we as a team came together.
It was a special welcome, one of many. Students from Global Leadership Academy in West Philadelphia are back home after spending more than a week in Ghana.
I am so empowered by them.
Dr. Naomi Johnson Booker created the trip to introduce students to a world beyond their neighborhood.
We went to a school called Ghana International. I watched the Ghanaian kids see them and hug and get so excited again, so the connections are awesome.
For many, it was their first time traveling outside the country.
Are you tired?
Yes.
During their journey, students visited the Last Bath, where enslaved Africans were forced to wash before being taken to the coastal slave castles. For some students, the experience was deeply personal.
The moment I stepped my feet into the water, I felt like my ancestors were speaking to me and telling me their story.
These 7th and 8th graders also connected with local communities and students.
I felt like really welcomed and like they're really friendly. They were teaching me about like what do they learn in school.
Lessons they say go far beyond the classroom.
I'm grateful for like things that my parents give me.
From powerful experiences to new friendships and even a few dance moves. Here at home, Dr. Booker says the work of these scholars is never done.
The staff and I and the children had one day to be off. Well, you know, we got to get back to work.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, school leaders say the fundraising is already underway for next year's trip. And up next, 6th graders will head to Atlanta in a few weeks for a civil rights tour. So, Janelle, it was just such a pleasure just seeing those kids back. And they were different from the time they left to the time that they returned.
It's an experience they'll never forget, right? It's so valuable and so meaningful to them, too.
Yes.
Great experience. All right, Waukesha, thank you.